So I have a lot of single friends, and one of the things I often hear is like, there's no men out there, there's no men out there. What statistics says, there's a lot of men out there. Question, where are all the men, and why aren't they with the ladies? Questions I need answers for.
Okay, I just had a thought while driving, so I had to pull over. And because I think it's really important, but I have noticed, I don't know if anybody else has, but the men on TikTok, okay? A lot of the dating stuff you see, like all of the tea scandal stuff going on and the men who are getting uncovered and all that kind of stuff. And I'm just thinking, the men who aren't on the tea app, those men are the ones on here making videos. They're the ones that are opening the Transformers new package that they got, building their Legos, or they're dancing to some like really hip 90s music. Those are the men that aren't on the T app. If you want to know what they're doing, they're not out there messing around. They're out here creating content, having fun, being little boys, really. Like, you've seen those guys play with like the little construction trucks and putting dirt into construction trucks like they're 3 years old all over again. That is where the good men are, in my opinion. What I've noticed.
As a matchmaker, I'm always looking for opportunities for my single clients to meet other singles in a natural environment. Today, I'm looking out for my single ladies who like the contractor type.
Excuse me, can you tell me where the good-looking guys hang out?
I hang out here at Home Depot. Primarily, they're in lumber. Where do we meet men in Home Depot?
In the lumber aisle.
Here I am in the lumber aisle. Don't see much happening right now, so I decided to take a walk around. Ooh, there's a guy. He'd be good for someone. And sometimes you gotta be a little inconspicuous about these things, you know, especially when you're hunting for men. Oh, there's a cute one, ladies. So I made my way back over, and again, not much happening. There wasn't really anyone here that I would set my clients up with.
When's the best time to come check out that mornings, Monday to Friday.
There you go. If you luck out, try again. Monday to Friday, lumber aisle, Home Depot.
So where are those single 30 to 40-year-old men at?
A lot of them are just doing their own thing. They go to work, they go home, they enjoy their hobbies. Some might be online dating. But for the most part, many of them have given up on dating, unfortunately. The risks just outweigh the benefits at this point. They don't feel appreciated for their efforts. They feel like everything they do is bare minimum. They're tired of all the unreasonable expectations.
Okay, this video is for my single men. Kids, no kids, I don't care. I'm pushing 40 at this point. Where do y'all hang out? Do you guys approach anyone that's not like in a bar or club setting? Like, I would love to know. I have not been on a dating app in almost a year, and that may or may not be my last date. Because my last date was somebody I met on a dating app, and I said, I'm not doing this anymore. I don't have it in me. I'm not doing it. Like, I know there's men out there, all right, good ones, I know, but I have yet to find them, okay? And a lot of them are not on dating apps, so that's why I cut them off. I've been getting more into my faith. I'm letting, like, just being to, like, God, you know, sending me someone in front of my face because I'm in my feminine energy and I'm not pursuing. It's masculine. That's a whole nother video. But anyways, this question is for you guys. Like, women want you, okay? But we don't have time for the BS. Like, we just don't. So, you're a single man, or just, no, single, why am I even, no baby mom, no wife that you're like kind of broken up with, like completely single. Where do you guys hang out? Because I spend time like during the day, you know, out and about by myself, and I have yet to really like meet anyone. Every time I see a decent looking guy, there's his woman trailing behind him, because I sure don't see y'all at parks. Do you guys just hibernate during the day at home and then you go out at night? Do you guys like go out with your kids or something, or just alone? Or do you like order stuff because you don't want to be out and about by yourself? I don't know. Let me know.
Have you guys ever considered that men are working? They have interests and hobbies. They have friends, social circles. So maybe they're hanging out with those people. You guys ever consider that you ask the man not to approach you anywhere, not the gym, not the grocery store, nowhere? And so the men have decided to continue doing what they're doing. Do you guys know that a lot of men only stop? Like, they like women, but they really only stop because you guys have asked for their attention. Men do this in relationships as well. They have a certain thing that they're doing and they're focused on it. Yeah, they like to see women. They love to be with women. You know, there's a whole intimacy thing. But after that, a man is back on his way. He only stops if there's something of interest to him. Some of these ladies out here, you guys are not interesting. Number one. Number two, you guys said to go away. Leave me alone. Don't talk to me. And the man said, okay, since you're not interesting, I've got my intimacy portion taken care of for the moment. And then you told me to leave you alone. I'm just going to continue to do what I was doing in the first place. And that's working on building my empire. So you're asking where we are, building an empire. Well, where's that? That's on you to find out. That's on you to do a little bit of searching.
So if you're over 30 and single, listen to my rant, please. Where do you find guys? And don't tell me online dating. No, I'm not going to believe you. If you just go, hey, online dating, found them on Bumble. Yeah, so did 3 of my best friends. Like Hinge, Bumble, and Tinder, actually. But like, not now. Not in 2023. We're not finding people online. Like, they just want our money. They don't want our love. So where do you meet them? And then I've been getting TikToks, it's like, leave the house. It's like, okay, I'll leave the house. Where am I going?
Okay, I'm never going to get this video done because I'm not good at TikTok videos. And this may be attempt 20 at trying to get this done. But it's really down to one simple question. Where are these men at that I'm seeing all over TikTok? Because they are nowhere near me. All the ones that are around me are married or man-children who just want a mother to take the place of their mother, to take care of them. And so I live in the middle of nowhere, and all these men keep popping up on TikTok, and they're beautiful, and they seem so nice and whatnot. Some of them seem very full of themselves, which isn't very attractive to me. But I mean, it's great that they're confident. It's just not my thing. So I just want to know where y'all at, because I've went to Home Depot. I'll go to Lowe's. There ain't nothing there. Not a single thing to get the creative juices going to where you're like, yeah, that's a man. They're not. They're nowhere around here. I live in the mountains, so I'm 2 hours from Atlanta. And there's just nothing here. And so I'm kind of at a loss, because it's just, where are you at? I mean, it's a simple question. You would think it was, or would be. But apparently it's not, because again, all people tell you is, oh, do the dating app and this and that. And I've tried them all. And the guys are either just super creepy and over the top. Also, guys, just a little FYI. Immediately giving a girl a nickname whenever you first introduce yourself is creepy. We don't like that. It's not attractive, and it doesn't endear us to you at all. Talking to us like we're a human being, that's on point. But either way, it's just, maybe I'm not crazy enough, because I'm a fairly normal person. Don't have any bits of rage that just needs to explode everywhere. But apparently I don't have enough red flags, maybe, because it seems like, doesn't matter if they're gay, straight, whatever. They see a red flag and they go straight for it. So is that it? Is that While I'm not finding any of you, I need to show a little more crazy. Let me know.
Can someone tell me where we find the real men? I have been out on so many dates this past year with men who have told me that I'm intimidating because I'm real and honest and I know who I am. I'm confident. I've only been on one date in the last year with someone I was actually nervous with. And I was like jittery and nervous and awkward. And it was such a good feeling because he was a man. And he's a real man. Thing is, he lives 2 hours away from me. And yeah, so I'm looking for a man's man.
Where do single men between the ages of 28 and 40 go on Saturdays? And I don't mean like a specific restaurant or a specific location. I mean, generally speaking. Are they at the gym? Are they at a bar watching football? Are they on a hike? Are they at home doing additional work? Are they at the driving range? Are they getting brunch with their friends? What does a 28 to 40-year-old single man's typical Saturday look like? Because I can tell you what a Saturday for a 28 to 40-year-old single woman looks like. As part of my like fall of outdoors, I'm trying to integrate experiences where I get to meet the male species. Every time that I've tried to do that, the places that I end up tend to be proliferated with 24-year-old men screaming at a television about football. For example, my Saturday looks like this. I wake up, I take my dog on a walk, I try to get in a gym class of some sort, Pilates, some kind of stretching class, I take a shower, make a cup of coffee, make my breakfast, and then I try and do about 2 hours of either work or personal like errands. And then from about 12 p.m. until approximately 5 p.m. I try and do something social with my friends. We'll go to a bar to watch a football game, go to the beach for the afternoon, whatnot. And then I typically stay in on Saturday night, order in DoorDash, watch a movie, have a glass of wine, and go to bed. That's the male equivalent of that, so I know where to find you guys during the period of 12 to 5.
Some guys are working, some guys are hanging out, some guys are relaxing, some guys are doing the things that you said, at a bar, watching a game, enjoying a beer, with friends, golfing. There's a whole plethora of things that men are doing. Men are normal people. I don't know if you guys do that. They're human beings. So they have hobbies and interests and things that they like to do. You will run into a man. You will run into a good man. In fact, it's just that you have to be ready with the conversation when it starts. You have to be open to the conversation when it comes your way. A lot of modern women aren't ready for that. They're not capable of having a productive conversation with, let alone good men in general, people in general. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's a dog. They're incapable of having some sort of intelligent conversation. That's why they can't find a man.
Okay, this is a public service announcement for any normal single men in Canada, British Columbia. Do you exist? Is anyone out there? Anyone? Are you normal? Are you single? Do you exist? That's all.
If you're not a beautiful, single, eligible man in New York City, please keep scrolling. Single New York City lady here, and I just want to know, where are you hiding? I know you're out there, and I know you're not on Hinge. I know you want to go on a date, and to be completely honest, so do I. So we just want to know, where are you? And if you want to go on a date, let me know, because it's rough out here, bro.
Okay, real question. Where are we meeting like the single people, like single men that are like actually men? Because all I do is go to the gym, meal prep, go to the grocery store, might run in Target. That's about it. Majority of the other time, I'm at home watching TV, minding my business. So where are we meeting everybody? Because obviously I'm not going to meet a man if I'm at home all the time, other than gym, grocery store, and yeah. So where are they? Where are we meeting them at? Because obviously for me to find my husband, I'm going to have to like leave the house. So let me know.
Okay, this may be a hot take, but I don't think single men come to Europe. Like, every good-looking guy I see is with a woman. They're taken. And I have yet to see a group of single, good-looking guys coming to Europe. And I think it's because men don't come here, like in a group. I think it's a girl thing. I think it's only girls. Like, it's a girls trip. The only group of men I see are like European men. European groups of men. But even then, they're like, half of them are married. They're just coming to be together.
This is too far.
So it's interesting. I need to know where all the single men go.
Where do you vacation? Where do you vacation?
Yeah, like, help us out. We need to go
Why
where the
don't you
single hot men
vacation where
go.
I vacation?
Okay, you guys, so I'm going to all the places in LA that are good places to meet single men, so you don't have to. And today I'm so excited, we're going to an event. A lot of you commented saying you don't want me just to go to bars, which I completely get. I'm open to anywhere, okay? I'm just trying to find where the single men are going, all right? Sue me. But today we're going to the Love Day event. I'm super excited because events, I feel like, are a good place to meet somebody. So I'm gonna keep you posted, but please continue commenting places. It does not just have to be a bar. It could be a restaurant/bar. You guys got really up in arms, some of you, about Honor Bar being a restaurant too. Yes, it is. Relax. So please let me know anywhere else you want me to check out.
One of the most frustrating things about trying to date in Chicago is you go on the apps, you swipe, you say no, because no. And then you go outside and you walk down Wells and you're like, oh my God, there's so many cuties, but like, where are you? Where are you? Ugh!
So you guys know the creator Brand Flakes. On his latest podcast, he was like, where are the hot liberal men? And the women in the comments were like, they're already married because they were mature enough to get wives. So Brand, if you're watching this, please set up a singles event calling out to the hot liberal men. Thank you.
We need a new dating app. And I'm not talking like someone create a brand new dating app, because there needs to be hot people on there, tall men, respectable men, because Hinge and Bumble just are not cutting it anymore. I don't know if I've just lived in my city for way too long and exhausted all my options, but I need more options. Or I feel like a lot of people my age just aren't using dating apps anymore, but then at the same time, men don't have the confidence to come up and approach a woman anymore. So you see, something's just not working, it's not clicking, and I am so tired of being single. I'm 30, my time is running out. If you're still watching and you know someone who is looking for someone like me, I'm 30, live in Arizona. The location, that's not a deal breaker, but ideally Arizona, ideally in the 30s, tall, handsome, good looking, and the most important, a respectable man. Let me know.
All right, y'all, I have a question. Where are all the single men at? Every man that I see who is remotely good looking is with a woman or with a child. Where are the single men with no children? Where are they? Do they exist? Because at this point, I think I'm looking for a unicorn. Lord, bring me to spaces where my future husband with no child is gonna find me. Because I'm out here. I am out here. Where is he? I'm pretty sure he's at church. I've been going to church. He still has yet to find me. Maybe I'm staying in the wrong section. But I'm in there. Okay? I'm gonna be patient and I'm gonna pray on it, because that's all. My time will come. But hey, I'm single and I'm ready to mingle.
Ladies, forget the club. I'm gonna tell you where you're gonna find your man at. I'm gonna tell you where your man is at. He's at the grocery store. He's down to the Kroger's, okay? Let me tell you something. Forget the club. You don't want no man that's addicted to that nightlife. It ain't nothing worse than freshly divorced men that's out here hurt and on the prowl looking for some ass. Absolutely define. Let me tell you where you want to go. It's Kroger. You want to go early in the morning, but pretty much any time of day, you're going to see some men in there and they going to be shopping. They shopping. And you can end up in the cart, huh? And it's easy. You can see what kind of car they drove up in. That's one thing. And you can tell if they married, because if their wife sent them to the store, they gonna be walking around with a little list and looking confused. They might ask you where something is because they don't know. Some lady done sent them here. You could go ahead and stay away from them if you want to. But the single men is at the store because they got to come do the shopping themselves. They got to come do the shopping themselves. They don't got nobody at home to cook for them. So you could tell by what they got in their basket. It's like one piece of fruit, some energy drinks or something, maybe some something healthy old men eat, you know, some cantaloupe or something. I don't know, but I'm telling you, forget going out, forget that late night stuff. Your man's in them, Zaddy and them is at the grocery store. Don't say I ain't gave you nothing.
Once again, for these normal human interactions, you have to be able to hold, start, and carry a conversation. I know you like to have the men lead and all the other bull crap that you like to say just to be lazy in a conversation, be lazy in a relationship, and in general, just a lazy person. But when you start stepping to these men and having a conversation with them, you're going to have questions and some sort of thing that's interesting about you that you're willing to share. And then when the man asks you questions, well, what is it about you that makes you so special or interesting, or whatever it is during conversation, you're going to, at some point in time, have to tell him that. It's not going to be any of this, well, I don't bring anything to the table but me and my presence and my energy. That's why y'all are missing these guys, because y'all are ready to pounce on them talking about, what are you going to do for me? I think a woman said something about she DM'd a man that she thought was super attractive. He was so fine. He was super hot to her. And he said, she said, you're so fine, I might just let you take me to dinner. And he blocked her after that. That's why y'all are not getting with good men, because y'all think for some reason over and over again, y'all are the prize, and y'all act like divas. And so at that point in time, a man has no other choice but to block you because you're acting like a loser.
Not going on dating apps for dates. Where are we meeting men?
Well, this is a great question, and I have a two-pronged answer for you, one being the easier way and another one being the harder way. I'm going to start with the harder way first. So number one, you must build an archetype of the type of guy that you want. What does he do? What does he believe in? What's his socioeconomic status? Oh, I want a guy in his 30s or in his 20s who makes X amount with, you guys have a ton of more preferences, but stick to the main ones. And then figure out, now that you have your archetype, where does this guy go and spend his free time? Where do they go? And then go there. You must be there. Put yourself in position to be approached by the guy that you say you want. And number two, which is the easier way, which is you just continue to live out your routine in your day, but you make a switch. And that switch is you must send cues and signals, mating signals to the type of guys you're interested in. Smile, eye contact throughout your day.
I can do it all. I just had to go to the gas station and fill my jerry can so that I can cut my grass. And this is like reason 750 million that I would prefer to have a man in my life. So like he can go fill the jerry can. I don't mind cutting the grass. It's a nice chore. But like, why do I have to do all this by myself at 43?
Y'all, I feel like I'm doing something wrong. Like, I'm trying to figure out how these women, like, how do y'all get with these famous people? I don't feel like it's that hard, but I'm like, I wouldn't dare jump in some grown-ass man inbox. Like, you gotta be thirsty to do that? Like, how does this happen? Like, how do you come upon these people? Because I feel like they're not, well, they may come where I live, but I'm just never... I don't know. I gotta start making myself be in the right place at the right time. But I'm like, what? How? Baby, when I be seeing these people's wives and shit, I'm like, well, what the fuck? Like, where's my NFL player? He ain't gotta be no starter. Fuck it. Where's my basketball player? Like, how do these women happen upon these men? Like, I'm really just trying to figure it out. Like, where they be at? Because I need one. ASAP.
So where are the men? Where do y'all hang out? If you don't go to coffee shops, I'm so tired of like going to a bar or like go to different events and they're like 90% of the ladies and only 3 men hang out in the corner. Do you guys just not leave the house or like go outside? Yeah, I would love to stop using all the dating apps that are just not working anymore and start meeting people in real life organically. But where do men usually hang out? I feel like I've been looking at the wrong places, so let me know in comments.
Where are we? Well, we're avoiding you. We're avoiding your toxicity, avoiding your narcissism, avoiding your never-ending, ridiculous expectations and demands. Avoiding the risks that every single one of you presents to us, to our reputation, our freedom, even our lives, because you've weaponized Me Too and are now resorting to making false allegation after false allegation. And we're now finding peace and happiness in the process. Sorry, ladies, but that's the reality. You told men to go away. You drove them away. So how about y'all leave us the hell alone and stop asking us where you can find us? Look, we're not interested in dealing with you anymore, and won't be for a long time to come.
So, I've been divorced for 2.5 years, and I'm ready to start dating. And I'm just wondering, where are all the men at? Because the dating apps, well, they're terrible. Either the men don't know how to take good pictures of themselves, or they're just not on there, or they don't say anything. I don't really understand it. They're not at the grocery store. Like, are you guys getting your groceries delivered? Where are all the men at? I don't golf, so that's out.
How are women doing?
Whatever I'm doing isn't working.
Why not?
If we're not going on dating apps for dates, where are we meeting men?
Great question. So, a long time ago, people lived in houses and they went outside to socialize. Because you had to be outside to socialize. This is a basic human need. You have to socialize or you go crazy. As time went on, we developed technologies that gave us this feeling of socializing without leaving the house. So this socializing feeling that you have to get is now coming from televisions and computers. So here is a timeline of human history plotted against the percentage of our social needs that we have gotten fulfilled without leaving the house. We haven't had communications technology for all that long, and it's only been one generation that kids have been able to socialize on the internet without leaving the house. So you want to meet men without a computer, but the men are at home on the computer. I haven't gone out in over a year. I mean, people still go out. This is church and school and hiking clubs and yoga. It's just that people are not all at them anymore. And if you're wondering why not, I think this is also the answer. I can only speak for myself, but I don't go out anymore because people are different than they used to be, and it kinda happened in the same time as this. We don't listen to our elders anymore, but I think we should. I have a friend who moved away from the city recently, like me, and she went back home where she grew up, and she met an old lady she used to know when she was a kid, and this old lady doesn't have a computer, doesn't have TV, nothing. And when they asked her why, she said, "Computers ruined people."
Where are all of the good guys? Can someone enlighten me?
Maybe there aren't any. I have done a lot of not good, and I have done most of it through a computer. So if you want to find people, they're either out here, or they're on the computer, or you're out of luck.
I feel like a lot of these modern women are using social media as a cheat code. They're not really good at social interactions. So they just copy a trend and then they'll say, okay, I'm looking for this result. Let me go ahead and copy what this other woman who has actually developed social skills. Let me copy what she's doing and get a reaction and response. Only through copying it, you don't actually learn how to do it. You're just kind of putting things in the same place where they go, but you're not actually learning why it needs to be that way. And so when you meet somebody in real life, you can't necessarily copy. You can't refer to that video or that person anymore because you're not staring at a screen. Now you have to do everything with your mind. You have to use your mind to talk and connect with somebody. And that's where a lot of modern women are lacking. They're doing these checklists of things to get an attention from a man, to get validation from a man, to get money from a man. And when it works, they're like, oh, there's nothing to it. I don't need a man. I don't have to do anything for a man. I don't even have to be around a man. I can stay at home and do it. And I'm going to continue doing that. But unfortunately, as life would have it, you have to roam out and venture out into the real world. And so now when you've made the connection with a guy that you actually like and you come out to meet this guy because you want to see him in person, you haven't developed any of the skills that you need for the good man. And so you get back online talking about where are all the good men. You ran into one. You had one. It's just that your social skills, and you as a person, you're severely underdeveloped. You're severely underdeveloped. And this man knows it. Why? Because he's this high value man that you're talking about has spent years developing himself. So he knows how to spot a real from a fake. He knows how to spot, oh, this woman actually has some substance. She's not just some pretty face, right? She's not just some beautiful body, some woman with great curves. She's a person that I can see myself on holidays with, matching pajamas, chilling at by the fire. You know, I take her to my work, networking meetings and things of that nature, and she'll be able to help us build an image that we want to portray to people, to be successful, to build generational wealth. She can help me with that stuff. We can be actual partners and do something good in this world. You missed out on that man, and she got this man because I don't want to say that you're not a good person. It's just at some point in time, it's great to use a cheat code here and there, but at some point in time, you have to know how to actually play the game. There's a lot of people out here just putting a bunch of codes into GTA, getting helicopters and jets and max strength, max this and that. But then when you switch a console and you can't actually get those cheat codes to work, you actually got to know how to play the game. And then that's when you want to put the game up and say, I really ain't played GTA in a while. Why? It's too difficult. Why? I can't use the cheat codes. Why? Because this console doesn't allow it, or this situation doesn't allow it. Oh, so you're never really good at the game. You just used a bunch of enhancers and fillers and cheat codes. And we can even go into different things about enhancers and fillers and makeup and all that stuff. But the point is, you as a person, you need to learn how to develop yourself. So when you find a good man, you're able to keep up with him.
I have had an epiphany tonight, right? Listen to this. Forget about going to running clubs. Forget about going to pottery. Forget about going to all these meetup groups, right? Forget about going on Hinge. I know where all the men are. They are in the Devonshire Arms in Soho. I have never in my life seen more men wall to wall, like 90% men. And I'm telling you, young, old, all fit. So fit, like it was baffling. Like that place in Guinness alone is cleaning up. And the Guinness is absolutely class. But guys, we don't need to worry about dating apps anymore because we have the men literally there. So get yourselves into the Devonshire in Soho. It's where dreams are made of. Also, when I say dreams are made of, I got like 2 numbers and I was speaking to 2 guys, and I know I'm dressed like Peg Sayers again, but who cares? The moral of the story is, get to the Devonshire, girls. Get yourselves off the running club. You don't need to run anywhere. You need to run to the Devonshire because that's where the men's are. The men's are. Here I am again, going back into the Lion's Den. I know where all the single men are, as I've said before, and I'm going back into it. Look, this is where I am. The Devonshire. This time I brought reinforcements, brought the girls with me. So let's see how it goes. Here are the reinforcements in the Devonshire. Here's to being single. Cheers to being single. Oh God. Wall to wall. Jesus Christ, there's people everywhere. It's absolutely fantastic. Caitlin, we're going to have to speak to one guy each, okay? One guy. Can we do that? One man in the Devonshire. Has to happen. She's laughing. It's going to happen. Let's do it.
Who's going to study law?
Okay, you're laughing. That's what it is. Sorry.
I was about 16.
So guys, if you want to meet people in real life, I've said it before, all you need to do is go to the Devonshire. There's so many fit men. You need to chat. And and you know what, if they're drunk enough, they're vulnerable enough, and you can meet someone. This guy is paralytic and he's just decided to sit near us, so he has no choice. So you know what the moral of the story is? Girls, get yourself to the Devonshire. It's where it's all happening, okay? Peace. And also, this guy is gonna remain unnamed for his own dignity, okay? Bye.
Okay, so I have a genuine question. Where in this day and age do you find men? Like good actual men? Tinder, no. Hinge, no. Bumble, that's a joke. Co-workers, no. That is banned. That is a joke as well. Uni, no. Don't be ridiculous. I don't reckon you'd find someone at a bar or clubbing. No. Festival, also no. Also, like, do I have the money to go to a festival every month? No. Like, genuinely, where do you find men? Where do you find your men?
Nowhere. In my dreams.
In your dreams.
Yep.
Like, I am telling you, I literally moved states from Tasmania to Melbourne. Maybe I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll find a man here. No. Wrong. Absolutely wrong. Like, am I meant to move countries? Probably. Probably will find one on the coast of Greece. I don't know. Croatia or something. Maybe someone in Paris. I don't know. Definitely not in Melbourne. Like, am I just meant to go for a stroll along the beach and then find the love of my life? Probably not. Am I meant to find them at a supermarket? No. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, if you have a boyfriend, where did you find this? Like, if you have a good boyfriend, I know lots of boyfriends, where did you find your man? Like, probably all the good ones are gone, you know what I mean? Like, there are a lot of men in this world, like half of them sharp, like the other half, and then half of them are like, I don't know, a different transgender or something. So probably all the good ones are gone. Yeah, and I hate men, goodbye. That is my 2 cents on men and why 2024 is for the girls.
Okay, so really quickly, because I'm sitting here and I'm like, dang, I really want a man, right? And I'm cracking up because I typically don't sit around and just think that, like, me being single, when I tell you I actually really love being single. It's just the time when I start feeling like, dang, like, I do want to spend, like, time with somebody intimately and, like, just really kick it. And sometimes you just need a man's presence, like, some energy. Like, that's what you want to feel, right? And so I was just sitting here thinking, and I'm just like, bro, like, in the city that I'm in, I'm like, okay, you go out, you see people that you grew up with. So it's like, all right, I mean, you might look a little, but no, like, typically no. And then on top of that, it's like you'll get on a dating app and you'll still see the same people, or the people on there are unattractive. Oh my God. But the job title says honest work. Or the person that you like in person also knows or messed with basically everybody in the damn city. And I'm just sitting here like, you know, honestly, truly, my person's probably not in the city that I'm in. But God, can I please have somebody that I could just kick it with for a little bit? That ain't on no BS either and is actually visually attractive and believes in you, like, please. Cause your baby, the clock is ticking. Like, you don't even gotta be my boyfriend for real. Like, I just, as long as it's just us two, we could get it. I just, right now as in today, tired of being by myself. And then sometimes what people don't get is, like, it's also hard being very attractive, because then men also be like, she got no, I don't.
But those of us who are in church, and then, like, we're hearing that, you know, it's best to find somebody in church or find somebody, you know.
I say best to find somebody in Christ.
In Christ, okay.
It's just not the same.
But the problem that I've had, and people that I know, is that how can single women find someone, or meet someone, meet someone when 90% of the church is women? And then the 10% that are men already married. Their wives already there, usually. So what are we supposed to do?
I always thought it was funny when women, not all women, but most women, like to come up with these fake statistics to justify their actions or to justify the point that they're trying to make. You know, in this video, she's trying to essentially make her point that there's no single men in her church out of all these people that are here, and 90% of them are women, the other 10% are the men that are married, but it's not true. I think instead of complaining, I think women need to start finding solutions within, like change your approach, be more approachable, smile a little bit. You know, you never know what man will come up to you and say, oh, hey, you know, what's your name? And start a conversation that way. But when women have become so hard looking, they are always looking so serious, they just don't come off as approachable, it's very difficult for a man to want to approach you, especially with all the BS that gets thrown around, especially here on social media. But let's go ahead and watch the rest of the video. Let me know what you guys think. And I absolutely love this pastor for doing what he did.
Well, come here. Come here. Hey, no, come here. For real. I just asked you. Okay. Hey, listen. If you're a single man, no. I'm not playing. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do you like that. I want to make a point. If you're a single man, I want you to stand up. If you can, physically stand up. If you're unmarried, I want you to stand up. All right? Now, if you're a single man and you're in any one of our overflow rooms, please come over here real quickly. I just want to make a point. I want you to come in here. Y'all brothers, come up here real quick. Just come up here for a second. I'm making a point. It ain't a joke. It ain't a joke, for real. Every single man, can you come down here real quick? Just come up here. If you're a single man in overflow, come in here. Come right here. Well, wait. Let me make my point. Come up here. Move down something for me. All right, y'all. Hey, do me a favor. Turn around, face me, and back up a little bit. Face me. Let them come in. Let them come up front if you don't mind. Back up a little bit. Make room. Face me. Stay right here. Come on. Come on all the way across. Come right here. My brother, come right here. Y'all fill in this space right here. Fill in this space. Come on, quickly. Right up here. Now, first of all, Wakanda. Now.
Oh, that is so beautiful.
What's your name? Huh? Okay, listen. See, when Danielle made the statement, the reason why I wanted to change the narrative is because it's extreme. Like she says, it ain't no men here, no men in the church, and 90% of us are women, and the other 10% of men who are in here are already married. I'm saying all these men right here are single men, right? So you say, what I'm saying is, you see all of them? All you need is one. You ain't got to worry about the stats. All you need, hey! Go get him. Hey! Thank y'all. Give it up for the brothers. All you need is one. I don't care if it's only 4. You just need one. Don't worry about everybody else. One. Go online, christiandating.com or something.